To be a part of The Link Show today, head over to linkkids.com.au/live. On this page, you can get a shout out, you can be a part of today's live vote, you can send in a prayer request, and a little later on, you can be a part of our Bible quiz Kahoot. Back to the studio.
Hello everybody, welcome to The Link Show. It's nice to have you back. Buckle here and the one and only Cece in the house. I can hear a bit of a strange noise. Can you hear that? My poor microphones are picking that up, I'm sure. The best. It's very, I want one of them too. Hey, actually, I want to know, what is your favorite Christmas outfit that you have? Do you have like a crazy Christmas outfit as well? Send us a shout out, we want to read them out.
Send us a photo.
Or send us a photo, that would be kind of cool. But hey, we need to jump straight into today's Would You Rather. We've got a lot to get through. And so last week we did Would You Rather between 3 different Christmas carols. These are the results on the screen now. This week's is about the food, because I'm all about the food.
We love the food.
It's true.
And Christmas, for me, is all about the food.
Oh, absolutely.
Christmas lunch is the best.
Ooh, I like the leftover part after Christmas lunch.
Last for days.
Yeah, last for days.
So
like
good.
the big leg of ham.
The prawns.
The prawns. And actually, I like, my family makes, I think, what's it called? Wombok salad?
Yes, so does mine.
Wombok salad. And I think it tastes better the longer it lasts.
Yes,
because all the
sauce. Get in it.
Okay, I'm getting too distracted, but these are the foods we like. The Would You Rather for you today is, what would you prefer? Candy canes or gingerbread men? You can pick one. I'm a gingerbread fan all the way. Like, I don't build gingerbread houses, I just eat the walls.
Eat them.
Yeah.
It's really fun to decorate, but I feel, because candy canes, there's just something about them that screams Christmas to me.
It's very true. I want to get some candy cane earrings.
Yes!
Not like fake ones, like ones I could and eat. Yeah, as like an emergency food.
Not like to go through the ear, because that's a big hole.
Yeah, that'd be true. My ear will be sticky. Okay, I'm gonna come up with a different strategy for that. But hey, we want to hear from you, so this is how you can be a part of the live vote as well as everything else today on The Link Show.
To be a part of The Link Show today, head over to linkkids.com.au/live. On this page, you can get a shout out, you can be a part of today's live vote, you can send in a prayer request, and a little later on, you can be a part of our Bible quiz Kahoot. Back to the studio.
Amazing. I can't wait to read all your crazy shout-outs from Christmas. But hey, let's go jump straight into Preach Part 1.
Okay, so have you ever had something that you were looking forward to, something you were excited about, but when the time came for that thing to happen, it wasn't as easy as you thought it was going to be, and instead it was actually really difficult. Now, I've got a bit of a silly example, but it's one that I've always remembered. You see, I love video games. Anyone that knows me I love playing video games. And there was this one game that I had been waiting for years. I knew that they were making the game. I knew they were planning for it to come out, and I was waiting for it to happen. And all through their testing, I was reading all of the news articles, and I was reading all of the guides, and all of the people that had early access to the game talking about how amazing this game was going to be. And so I was starting to get excited. I was getting hyped about this game. I could not wait, but I had to wait. It was so frustrating. And so day after day, week after week, month after month, I'd be watching YouTube videos of other people that had gotten into the testing phase. They're playing this game, and then eventually, after a year and a half, it's my turn. The game gets released. And so I buy the game straight away. I download it onto my computer that night. I load up the game with all of the excitement in the world. I cannot wait to hit play on this game. And then I get into the very first level and I fail. Like right away. And I'm like, hold on a second, what's going on? So then I try again and I fail. And I'm like, what? I've watched all the guides. Why is this so hard? So then I try again and I got through the first level. Yes. And then I get to the second level and I failed. And then I get to the second level again, and then I failed. And time after time, I started getting frustrated. I started getting angry. That night, I played for about 4 hours, and I got to the point where I was so frustrated at how difficult this game was, at how hard it was, that I gave up. I turned off my computer, I flipped my keyboard, I did an angry flip, and then I sat in my bed grumpy. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes in our lives, we have things that we're looking forward to. Maybe it's a promise that someone made. Maybe it's something that we are excited about for our future. But then when the time comes for that thing to happen, It's not as simple as we thought it was going to be. It's not as easy as we thought it was going to be. And it's super easy to get disheartened and upset and angry, and it's super easy to give up. You see, that game got to me. It triggered something in my head that made me frustrated at how hard it was. And I think because I had built up in my mind how excited that I was for the game, I became disheartened and I became really down. Really disappointed. And so I slept that night and let myself calm down. And the next day I sat back down in front of the computer again, reset my mind, and I had another go. I tried again. And you know what? That next day, I completed the whole game. It took a lot of work. It still wasn't easy, but I tried and I tried and I tried. And eventually, after all day trying to win this game, I did it. You see, I could have given up and never tried that game again, and I would have missed out on the experience of finishing that game. But instead, I persevered. I pushed through. You see, today we're looking at the story of the birth of Jesus. We're continuing our Christmas series, and you might think that, well, if Jesus was going to be born on earth, that God would just make it as easy and as simple as possible. But that's not the case. Instead, there were challenges that Mary and Joseph had to overcome. They had to persevere, they had to push through, even though it was Jesus that was going to be born. And so we're going to look at how Mary and Joseph pushed through. And although the outcome seemed a little bit different than maybe what they had in their mind, God still turned that outcome into something amazing. And as long as we don't give up, God can turn our future into something amazing as well. But we'll talk about that in just a minute. All right, let's read some of your shoutouts in Link Kids inbox. We've got Emmy is saying, can you please try mixing Sprite with chili? Okay, that sounds gross. We've got so many random chili combinations. It's like you guys want my mouth to burn. We'll see how we go. We have Emmaus is saying, thank you so much for doing Link Kids. We love it. Thank you very much for the encouragement. I love doing it as well. Matthew is saying, would you rather stay alone at your house or go to a concert and play an instrument? I love playing music, so I'd love to go to a concert. That'd be heaps of fun. Millie says, what is the grossest thing you've ever done? I've done some crazy gross things, but probably one of them was I was drinking a chocolate milkshake at a dinner and someone made me laugh and the chocolate milkshake came out my nose in front of everybody. That was disgusting. Jax is saying, hey Buckle, I love playing Bed Wars on Roblox. I am terrible at Bed Wars. I've tried it so many times. I think I'm better at the Minecraft version, but I'm just not good at them at all. Ava is saying, shout out to all of my friends in my class, including Charlotte, Abby, Ruby, Ali, and Tabitha, and Lily, as well as everybody else. That's awesome. I love being Postman Buckle. And we have someone here saying you should try getting crushed Oreos and mixing them with Vegemite. You see, I actually think that'd be okay because it's like having salted chocolate. I don't know. We'll see how we go. We'll mix some of these together. I'm a little nervous, but we'll see. But hey, let's rapid fire a few names. We've got Emmy, Tommy, Matthew, Luke, Ava, Phoebe, Jax, Ethan, Chelsea, Emmaus, and Cade. Hey, thanks so much for sending through all of your shoutouts. Let's throw it back to the studio.
Okay, welcome back. I love reading your shoutouts every single week. But hey, really quickly, before we jump into the animated Bible story, some of you, this might be your last week of school. You might be going on school holidays soon, but we don't want you to miss out because the Link Show actually runs all the way through the school holidays, all the way to next year. I know. So to be a part of it, all you need to do is head over to linkkids.com.au/live. And on the top of that page, I'm going to put a link to the Link Show video every week so you don't miss out. Plus, we'll put some extra links in there for our gaming live streams through the Christmas holidays. So make sure you keep checking that page out through the holidays. But right now, let's go check out today's animated Bible story.
This is Mary, the same Mary that would go on to become the mother of Jesus. An angel appeared to Mary and told her that she would give birth to a son and that she should name him Jesus because he would be the Son of God and would save his people from their sins. Now, during this time, a man named Caesar Augustus was the leader of the Roman Empire, and he made a decision that they wanted to count how many people there were. And so everybody had to travel back to their hometown to be counted. This included Mary and her husband, Joseph. But when this happened, Mary was close to giving birth to Jesus. So Joseph took Mary and they traveled back from Galilee to their hometown of Bethlehem. But when they got there were so many people in Bethlehem that there was nowhere left to stay. Everywhere was full. And so they stayed in a barn. And that is where Mary gave birth to Jesus. She wrapped him in some cloth and laid him down in a manger. Jesus, the Son of God, the Savior of the world, was not born in a big castle with trumpets, but was born in a small barn and laid in a manger. Okay, so here's the thing. Mary and Joseph having baby Jesus. Mary's had this angel appear to her and say, Mary, you're going to have a son. His name will be Jesus. He is a blessing from God. So Mary's thinking, wow, my son is going to be important. He's going to be like amazing. This is going to be such an incredible journey. I cannot wait. But instead of everything being easy, the Roman leader at the time was like, everybody has to travel back to their home to be counted. And so Mary is about to give birth to Jesus. And instead of being able to stay at her home, she has to travel to a different city. You see, God could have made it that Jesus was going to be born before they counted everybody or after they counted everybody. God could have made it super easy so there was no challenge at all. But instead, Mary and Joseph had to face the challenges that you and I face as well. We all have times when things are hard. We all have times when there's challenges that we have to overcome, even if it's something that we were looking forward to. You see, the Bible actually tells us in Galatians 6:9, it says this: don't get tired when you're doing good, because in the right time, you'll get a harvest. In other words, don't give up when you know you're doing the right thing. Although it might be difficult, although there might be challenges, if you persevere and if you don't give up, on the other side of that challenge is the promise that God has for your life. Mary and Joseph could have given up, but they pressed through. They made it to Bethlehem. They get there and there isn't even any houses, but they don't give up. They find a barn. Jesus is born, and then the rest is history. Look at what Jesus was able to do to save you and to save me, all because Mary and Joseph didn't give up. And so I wonder about you and me, if we would remember what Galatians says, that when you're doing the right thing, when you're doing good, don't give up. That's what we're going to remember today. It's our big point. When you're doing good, don't give up. Because I promise you this, on the other side of your challenge is God's promise for your life. And here's the thing, maybe today, maybe this Christmas season is the first time you've had anyone tell you that Jesus loves you, that although we face challenges, he still has a promise and a purpose for your life. You see, the Bible tells us that we all mess up, we all make mistakes, but because of Jesus' love, because he came from heaven to earth, through Jesus we can be friends with God again. And so if you want to know more about what it is to be a Christian, what it is to be a follower of Jesus, then at the top of your interaction page, there is a button that says yes to Jesus that will take you to a video that explains that for you. So go and check it out, because we know that God has a plan for your life.
It's now time for this week's Bible Quiz Kahoot. Go across and click on the Kahoot tab, spin the wheel, get yourself a username, one that you like. You're allowed to spin it 3 times total. If you don't like the name you get the first time, click OK. It'll take you through to the waiting page and wait here until we tell you to start.
Press next in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. First question. Who was the ruler of the Roman Empire? Was it Caesar Salad? Was it Julius Caesar? Was it Caesar Augustus? Or was it Caesar Tiberius? You've got 10 seconds. And the answer is Caesar Augustus. Next question. Why did Mary and Joseph have to travel to Bethlehem? Was it for a holiday? Was it to be counted? Was it to visit family? Or was it to sell their donkey? You've got 10 seconds. The answer is to be counted. Next question. When they arrived at Bethlehem, was there any space in the houses? Yes or no? You've got 10 seconds. The answer is no, there was no more space. Next question. Where was Jesus born? Was he born in a stable? Was he born in a castle? Was he born in a large house? Or was he born outside? You've got 10 seconds. The answer is he was born in a stable. Last question. What did Mary lay Jesus in? Did she lay him in a bed? Did she lay him in a pram? Did she lay him in a manger? Or did she lay him in a basket? You've got 10 seconds. The answer is she laid him in a manger.
I had so much fun today, Buckle. I just can't wait for next week.
I know, and I'm loving all of the cool gear and the hats and the glasses.
Get it.
But hey, I'm Buckle.
And I'm Cece.
And we will see you next week on The Link Show.
See ya.